Hi guys, welcome back to LPB Racing for the Manufacturer Series on GT Sport. This is round 7, race 3 here at Willow Springs in the Mustang GR3 car. Let's take you through the grid, which will be the positions from the last race. So it is Gummy Bear on his first pole position in LPB Racing, and it is Bidzster second, it is Rodders in third, Thingamajig fourth and Callum fifth. But remember, with the weight and also there's 1 point between Bidzster and Callum now into this last race, so whoever finishes in front will win the championship. But remember, Bidzster is on 160 kilos and Callum's only on 40, so that could make a big difference here. Neil in 6th place, 7th for Techno, 8th seat 1, Rural in 9th, then it's 10th for Firepower, TY all the way back in 11th, so watch for TY coming through the field, Homesy Kalin as well in 12th, Stacker in 13th, Danny Quaver 14th and 15th for Thundercat. So here we go, ready for the start of this race then. Waiting for the revs to rise. The brakes going on now, people holding the brakes because you have to hold the brakes and react to the lights. Revs rise, we are off. Good start from Gummy Bear and Bidzster, and Rodders gets a good start as well as we go up to the front. All the yellow lights at the front, the white lights follow behind. It's nice and dark here at Willow Springs for this last one. As everyone through the first corner nice and neatly. Gummy Bear still in the lead, Bidzster look at the inside, though, for the lead. Bidzster up the inside, Gummy Bear trying to go around the outside, Rodders on the outside as well. In the mid-pack we've got Thingamajig, Techno, Rural all very close together as well. Up through turn 2 then, up towards the complex section. Gummy Bear in the lead then, covering from Bidzster. Rodders tries to look up the inside. Thingamajig with Techno trying to have a look as well. Homesy Kalin at the back as well. Oh, someone's kicked up the dust in the mid-pack. Rural's up the inside of Techno, seat 1 trying to follow round. Still Gummy Bear from Bidzster and Rodders. Everyone else in the mid-pack really close together. Seat 1 up the inside of TY. Close together, seat 1 up the inside of TY there. But TY just holds on to the position as we go down the back straight then. Bidzster challenging Gummy Bear for the lead. Neil there trying to challenge Rodders. Callum coming up as well. Bidzster takes the lead from Gummy Bear up the inside. This GR3 Mustang rapid as Neil Farmack tries to look round up the inside of Gummy Bear as well. But gets Rodders. Callum looking to get past Rodders as well. So Callum's on the move here up to 4th position. Further back we've got TY and Rural side by side there as we go down the straight. Back to the leaders. And Gummy Bear tries to go out the outside of Bidzster. Bidzster kicking up the gravel. Neil trying to take advantage up the inside as well. 3 wide almost into the next corner. And oh, it all goes a bit wrong there. Bidzster still in the lead from Gummy Bear. Callum in 4th, closing on the leaders. Meanwhile we've got, sorry about the camera changes guys, TY at the inside of Rural. Rural defends the inside into the next corner. TY on the outside line. Techno having a little look at Thingamajig as well. Thingamajig doing very well in the Cadbury's car. As Rural then on the inside of Techno. Techno trying to go around the outside, and I think he's done it. Techno right round the outside into the next corner. Just about holds on to the position, I think. We'll go over the top, yep, Rural there. Oh, he's on the gravel. Rural then getting passed by TY. Homesy Kalin closed up in the background as well. Meanwhile at the front we've got Bidzster in the lead. Gummy Bear under attack from Neil Farmack, and Callum right behind in the 99 car. As Gummy Bear goes off! Gummy Bear's off, he's thrown it away! Gummy Bear's off into the wall. Number 77 bites the dust, literally goes into the dust. Techno then with TY alongside. Meanwhile Callum now up to 2nd place past Neil Farmack after that fantastic run as well. So Callum is where he needs to be. It's whoever finishes in front of the other with Bidzster and Callum who will win the championship. So Bidzster goes through then. Callum closing up behind, everyone else behind as well. We've got a good battle further back, 9th and 10th. Seat 1 and Homesy Kalin alongside each other. TY's defending from Techno. Up the inside he goes. Round he goes. Techno looks up the inside again, up to the top, and can't quite do it. Homesy Kalin on the back of this group, and Rural as well. Down the hill, Rural goes quite wide there. That could open the door for TY, but he's not close enough to make a move. Will he go for the switch back over the hill? I think he's trying to, but can't quite get up the back end enough. Down to the next corner, and TY closes up as Bidzster then with Callum behind him. Neil closing up as well. There's Rodders, Thingamajig, Rural and TY. Rural doing very well here on home turf. Techno goes a bit wide and he's going to get passed by someone there, I think. Seat 1. around the outside. Bidzster's been passed by Neil and Callum. So Bidzster gets a bad run off the corner. Callum takes the lead. Neil goes behind. Into the next corner we go then. And oh, Bidzster's hit Neil. Bidzster's hit Neil off. And he's going to have to wait for him. Bidzster's hit Neil off. He'll be kicking himself. He's got to wait for Neil. He's going really slow around the corner. Neil gets hit off by Bidzster. Just makes a mistake. We'll get a replay on it in a minute. But Neil goes all the way down. And Bidzster, where is he? There he is, all the way back in 11th place. He's waiting for Neil. Very sportsmanlike from Bidzster, but that's thrown Neil's race away, but more importantly, that's thrown Bidzster's championship out of the window. Looks like Callum's going to be champion here unless Bidzster can make the mother of all comebacks, but with all that 160 kilos on, I don't think that's going to happen. But Callum giving it on a plate, but just before we go into that, we'll get a replay on what happened there between Neil and Bidzster. Okay, here's a look at the Bidzster-Neil incident then on lap 4. So, into the corner. We go nicely through there. Neil then goes to the left. Bidzster goes to the left and decides to go for the gap on the inside, but brakes a bit too late. Hits Neil at the back end, just a racing incident, and Neil goes off the track. But Bidzster has got to let all these cars pass now to let Neil Farmer back through. So, not looking good for Bidzster's championship here. So as we come back from that then, Callum in the lead of the race now, looking to win the championship. Rodders then in second. Third is Thingamajig now. Techno is fourth. TY around the outside in fifth. Let's have a look. Into the next corner. Techno defends the inside, has a little look at Thingamajig as well, though gives him an acre of room. Techno goes up the inside, but Thingamajig will have the inside for the next corner. TY looking to go in the middle of these boys. Techno goes right around the outside here in third and gets the place. Thingamajig with the right train behind him now. TY, Seek, even Firepower getting stuck in there as well. TY up the inside of Thingamajig. Oh, up the inside and hits him off the road. And TY goes off as well just to let Thingamajig rejoin. Thingamajig there in 9th place. And TY up on the top. He's just stopped the car. I don't know why he's up there. He's stopped the car completely. So TY trying to find his way back on the track and eventually gets back on the track, but all the way down in 13th place then. Very strange one there. Bidzster back with Thingamajig, then he passes him around the outside. Or tries to. Oh, side by side. Bidzster trying to make up all the places he can here. As we go back up to the next group, Techno looking at the inside of Rodders for second place. So at the minute it is Rodders in second, Techno third. Callum in the lead by a good 2 or 3 seconds there. Then it's Rodders, Techno. Then it's Seat 1, Firepower, Homesick, Rural. As quick as that across the line. As Techno has a little look at Rodders there. Let's have a little look here. Rodders on the defence, Techno on the attack as Seat 1 starts trying to rearrange the desert. As Firepower close up behind as well. Firepower in a fantastic 5th place there with a very nice looking car, I'd have to admit. It's a very good looking car as the Homesick Alien with the Ben & Jerry's livery goes up the inside. Seat 1 drifts and then almost 3 wide into the next corner. Firepower goes up the inside. Seat 1 after losing control. Homesick Alien goes right around the outside of Firepower, then down the hill. Firepower will not give up. Oh, almost contact between the two, but just get through the corner with ease, and Rural's right on the back of these boys saying, wait for me boys, I want to join in. As you go down the hill then, Stacker in 9th, Bidzster in 10th, so Bidzster's on the move here, he's closing up, he's past Thingamajig, he's really trying to push on here. There's Rodders and Techno then for second place. Rodders over the top and Techno gets a good run onto the track. Yes, he has got a penalty carrying at the minute, a 0.8 second penalty, but right round the outside of Rodders. Then we've got the next bunch. Rodders will not give up on the brakes. No, onto the brakes, front disc glowing. Techno gets the place but throws it away. Techno gets the place but throws it away, and Rodders says thank you very much, I'll take that. Techno back down to third as Homesick Alien in fourth with Seek right behind him trying to look at the inside. There's a tiny little gap, puts the car in there. Seek trying to go all the way up the inside, but Homesick Alien says have that sunshine right around the outside and keeps the position for now. Firepower being harassed by Rural, just a few cars back. Firepower defends the inside, that'll compromise him down the hill. Will Rural go for the cutback here? Let's get a zoom in here so we can actually see Firepower there in 6th place, drifting round the corner. Just holds on to the place as the camera goes funny there, but Firepower, Rural, Neil Farmack, Stacker with Bidzster behind him. So Bidzster not really making the progress he needs to here, but the weight will not be helping him. He's done a 15.2 with the weight on, which is quite a good time considering how heavy the car is. But further back here we've got Seat 1 and Firepower close together as well. Rural goes through the picture there with Neil Farmack closing up behind now, so Neil Farmack back on a charge. 13.7 Neil Farmack last time round. Let's see what this lap is. 14.1. So pretty good. Bidzster's up the inside of Stacker, then into the first corner. Bidzster gets Stacker up the inside. Nice clean move there from Bidzster, and then he'll try and carry on with the pressing on as Neil Farmack gets past Rural around the outside and then gets the inside into the next corner. And Firepower kicking up the dust there with Seat 1. So that could help Neil out even more. Firepower looks up the inside, no way through. Neil Farmack then under pressure from Rural, little tap, but gets away with it. Bidzster runs very deep into that corner as well. But Callum absolutely in the lead by about 5 seconds now, pulling away. Callum doing exactly what he needs to do in this race. Bidzster didn't help himself out, so it's giving it to Callum on a silver platter, but Callum will take it. You've got to take these things. You might feel sorry for the other person, but you've just got to run with it and take it. If it was yours, if it was you, you'd be doing the same thing. As Rodders then in 2nd place with Techno right up his backside, and then we've got Humsakalian there. Then we've got Neil Farmack, Firepower and Rural all together having a nice little scrap back here, and we've got Bidzster trying to pull Stacker and Thingamajig along with him as well. Neil's in 6th, then he's ahead of both. Firepower having to defend from Rural now into the first corner. Rural tries to go around the outside of Firepower, and Firepower kicks up the dust. Rural then does go around the outside. He's got the inside for the next corner. Firepower's going to have to give best here unless he can go all the way around the outside. He's going to try, but I don't think he can do it in the Smirnoff car. So 8th place for Firepower, getting really involved in this battle here. Meanwhile, Techno and Rodders. Techno is ahead of Rodders. Rodders pressing on, trying to get past him now. So Rodders now back into 3rd, Techno into 2nd as well. Rodders has thrown it away. Into the gravel he goes. There he goes. He's got Humsakalian right behind him now, looking at the inside. No way, Jose, he says. But Rodders is off again. He's lost control. He's off. Went off on the right hand side, compromised his exit, and Humsakalian takes 3rd. So Rodders, one mistake turns into a travesty, and he goes down to 4th place. Look back, Neil, Rural, Firepower, Bidzster on the back of this bunch now. Bidzster closing up with every wheel turn. Even with that car being heavy, he's pushing as hard as he knows how to try and get back past all these boys. Right behind Firepower now. As we go down the straight, there's Firepower, Rural, Neil and Seat 1. So Neil looking to get Seat 1, looks up the inside, just has a little poke just to put Seat 1 off his game. Can't quite get through yet. Into the next corner, the long right-hander. Brilliant atmosphere here at night. Cooler track temperatures. Everyone pushing really hard. And good atmospherics for a final as Neil goes onto the gravel, pushes hard. The car goes in the air slightly. He's lost a few places, back down to 7th. Firepower right behind him. Bidzster trying to make amends as well. Thingamajig goes through there as well. In the background, and we've got a little battle back here as well between Gummy Bear and Stacker. Stacker's gone backwards a little bit there. So Rural, Seek, Neil, Firepower, Bidzster, all together up over the rise. Everyone kicking up the dust, everyone pushing as hard as they can. This Mustang is a fantastic car to drive. As we go down the hill, Firepower moves out to have a look at Neil Farmack, but can't quite get through. Bidzster loitering in the background, waiting for any opportunity to make up a few places. Trying to redeem a bit of his race as Firepower looks for the cutback on Neil Farmack, gets a good run out the corner. Neil Farmack gets a fantastic run on Seat 1 now. Bidzster's pushing that hard, he's on the gravel, but Neil Farmack then looking to get past Seat 1, and he has done on the straight there. Seat 1, and he's got Firepower up the inside of him, having been a bit brave, but no way through there. Neil Farmack back up to 6th place then after that mistake at this very corner on the last lap. Round we go. There's Neil Farmack. Firepower and a little look at Seat 1. Bidzster again, just waiting in the background for his opportunity. Firepower goes on the gravel a bit before the braking zone, very risky. Don't want to get dirty tyres before you brake, as Firepower then having to defend from Bidzster now, keeping it really close to the inside. Will Bidzster go for the cut back down the hill? Not close enough, I don't think. we look at from the helicopter camera up over the rise, and we've got Rural there being attacked by Neil Farmack. Neil Farmack going up the inside, having a look, but Rural fighting him off for now. Rural try and keep it tight here if he's going to defend the position, and he does. Neil has to go to the outside. Rural goes a bit wider though, but might be able to get a good exit. There's Neil Farmack behind. All of them get a good exit. Rodders has gone backwards here. He's back to 4. He's gone really backwards from Homesick Alien. Must have made a mistake or two, because he's got Rural and Neil Farmack closing him down for that 4th place. As he goes wide off the track, Rodders has just lost all concentration. He's off the track, and Seat 1's done the same. Firepower goes through. Will Bidzster be able to take opportunity further back as well? Let's have a look. Bidzster, the other team takeaway car, fighting for this championship. Whoever finishes in front out of Callum and Bidzster will win the championship. It's looking really in Callum's hands as more dust kicks up, and Firepower's trying to blind the cameras so they can't see what he's up to, but Seat 1 defends from Bidzster up the hill. Bidzster looks for the cut back up the inside, gets up the inside, has a little look, and was that contact between him and Seat 1 there? Seat's off the road, but might have been a little bit of contact, but we'll get a quick replay on that. Replay of the Bidzster Seek incident on lap 12 then. So Seek's on the inside, Bidzster's on the outside. Seek goes a bit wide here, so Bidzster tries to go up for the cutback up the inside. He's alongside, he's on the inside. Actually, to be honest with you, Seek did give him a bit more of a squeeze, and Bidzster didn't really have much room left, so I would class that as a racing incident myself. As we come back from that then, Bidzster takes 8th place from Seat 1 with a bit of argy-bargy. Neil Farmer then in 5th place behind Rural. Let's have a look to the positions then. So Callum then in the lead, he's back to lap Thundercats, who's been lapped in this race. Blue flags wave there and he lets him go. So Thundercats, remember, in his first round with LPB Racing, just getting used to things. Obviously the pace will come in time, we all have to start somewhere. So Callum in the lead then, Techno in 2nd, Homesick Alien is in 3rd. Then we've got Rural in, he was in 4th. Neil Farmack now up to 4th after a mistake from Rural. So Neil Farmack 4th, Rural 5th, Rodders 6th from 3rd position originally, but gone backwards in this race as Rodders. Firepower right up his backside in 7th place, Bidzster in 8th, Seat 1 in 9th, T-Wise all the way back in 10th. Catching up to the pack though, Thingamajig in 11th, Gummy Bear in 12th, Stacker in 13th. Danny Quaver struggling with the car in 14th. Thundercats has been lapped in 15th place. So we're back at Rural and Neil Farmack. We've got Bidzster and Rodders and Firepower closing up for the battle for 6th place. Sorry, as Firepower looks to the inside of Rodders, then looks to put more pressure on Rodders to see if he can fold. As we go around the corner towards the last corner, got a brake, turn, apex, about 120 mile an hour all at once. Really hard to do, requires the ultimate car control. Everyone gets through there very nicely indeed. They're cashing up to Neil and Rural. They must have gone wide and made a mistake. So lap 14 now out of 16. Firepower looks to the inside just to put Rodders off his game. Bidzster takes a lot more of the corner there. Firepower again looks to the inside, but again just trying to force Rodders off his game, not necessarily trying to go for the move, as Rural then right up behind Neil Farmack, then not letting him go. Rural, his best showing his best showing so far on LPB Racing, in a solid 5th place for now, looking to try and take 4th. Rodders having to defend from Firepower, and Firepower having to defend from Bidzster. All very close and all happening here, as Firepower has to really defend down the hill from Bidzster. At the back of the picture you can see, just at the bottom of the picture now, as we go up over the top. Firepower runs a bit wide, but remember Bidzster might be able to pull alongside, but the weight will not help him. It'll make him go backwards and right behind in the draft. There we go. That's the difference between no weight and 160 kilos on your car. As we go into the last corner then, Firepower runs a bit wide. Bidzster having a look up the inside, but no, just Firepower gets put off though and goes wide. Firepower goes wide, Bidzster goes through. So Bidzster takes the position then. Into 7th place. Meanwhile, got Neil and Rural having a nice little battle here as well. We've got a car up at the top of the circuit. I think that might be Danny Quaver. But Neil Farmack 4th, Rural 5th. Rodders trying to catch up in 6th. Bidzster, his teammate behind him in 7th. Kicking up the dust as Rodders there, as Rural right behind Neil Farmack now, really pressurising him. Further ahead we've got Thundercats being lapped by Techno now. So Thundercats will have Homesick Alien next to on the list as Neil Farmack, Rural and Rodders all catch up to each other. So tyres probably about had enough. Well, I wouldn't imagine the tyres have had enough, but it's starting to get a bit more worn. Last few laps, everyone's pushing really hard. Rural's got Rodders right behind him now in the team takeaway car. Rural round this last corner, then let's have a look, see if we can get a good run. Try and catch Neil if you can. Let's have a look, but Neil will get a good run anyway. On to the straight we go. Callum's already on his last lap of the race, so he just needs to finish this lap where he is and he'll win the championship. We've got a car off just ahead of him. I think that might be Danny Quaver. Yes it is, he's recovering there. Hopefully Danny will see the blue flags as we've got a car off further back, I think. Is that Thundercat? So yeah, Thundercat's off in 15th place. Let's get the cameras back on track, there we go. Neil Farmack 4th, Rural 5th, Rodders 6th. Bidzster is 7th with TY right behind him. He's going to defend from TY, trying to take all the points he can, but Rodders then ahead in 6th place. We've got Rural and Neil trying to fight out. Danny Quaver gets beautifully out of the way, even though I think he did spin, but he gets well out of the way there. Bidzster then trying to salvage all the places he can in this, after hitting Neil earlier on in the race and giving the lead of the race and possibly the championship to this man, Callum Paul Banks, who was about to come round the last corner to take victory in this last race of the season, but more importantly, he's going to win the Manufacturer Series. The LPB Manufacturer Series Championship goes to Callum Paul Banks. Well done, Callum. You win the race and the championship. Well done, well deserved. Good season by him. Techno, really very solid 2nd place. Homesick Alien in 3rd. And then, hold your breath, it's Neil Farmack in 4th, Rural in 5th for his best finish yet, 6th for Rodders, 7th for Bidzster, even though Bidzster will get 6th because of a penalty from Rodders. Firepower in 8th, Seat 1 9th, TY back down to 10th on the last lap with a nice poetic finish there. And Gummy Bear in 11th, Thingamajig 12th, Stacker in 13th place. On to Stacker, and Thundercats, who's going to be 14th, even though he did get lapped, and Danny Quaver finishes in 15th position. So we'll just get those results and championship standings confirmed for you now, guys. Okay guys, here's the results from that then. So Callum wins the race and takes the championship, so well done to him. 2nd place for Techno, and it's 3rd for Homesick Alien. 4th is Neil Farmack. Rural in a good 5th place for him there, and in 6th place Bidzster, decent comeback but not enough to get the championship. 7th for Rodders, 8th for Firepower as we go over the page, 9th for Seek 1, 10th is TY, Gummy Bear in 11th, 12th for Thingamajig, 13th for Stacker, Thundercats is in 14th, and Danny Quaver finishes in 15th place. Fastest lap goes to TY, a 1:12.6. Okay guys, here's the results of the championship then. So Callum on 392 points wins the championship, well done to him. Bidzster on 382 in 2nd place. Then it is 3rd for Neil Farmack on 323, 4th for Techno on 263. Then it's TY 5th, 249. Rodders a good 6th place on 243. Then is 7th it's Seat 1 on 227. Then it is 8th for Firepower on 189, so good top 8 there for Firepower. 9th for Gummy Bear on 186. 139 for Stacker in 10th. Then it's Stretch on 11th on 102. And it's Homesick Alien on 65 points in 12th. 13th is Thingamajig on 42. 14th for Rural on 35 points, and then it's 15th for Thundercats on 7 points, and Danny Quaver gets 4 points from the last round in 16th place. Team points, it's Team Takeaway that win the team's championship on 625. Team Rabble a good 2nd on 286. Not many points between them and Team Smirnoff for 3rd place on 582, and then it is Team Leon that rounds off the teams on 366. So as we come back from that then, there is your championship winner, Callum Paul Banks. He wins the race and the championship. A big congratulations to Callum, consistent all season, and very unlucky as well, I must add, to Bidzster, because he tried hard, just obviously made a mistake in that last race, and Callum kept it consistent and won the championship, so well done to him. And also big congratulations to Team Takeaway, Rodders and Bidzster, who've won the team's championship as well. So we'll see you guys next season for the Super Formula season, which will be really good. The new Super Formula open wheel car in Gran Turismo. We're going to be racing that next season, so stay tuned for that. And also stay tuned for next week. We will be doing a 2.4 hour of Le Mans race as a one-off special, so don't forget to check out that, guys, as well. So see you guys next time. Take care.